Hi, welcome! So, in this very short video that I'm going to be explaining why Changli is weird. Nothing to do with the character itself, nothing to do with animations, nothing to do with, like, pretty much, like, anything appearance-wise. She is great, she feels great, her combat feels great. It's just something to do with slightly her kit, and I don't know what role she's meant to have in this game, but I think I kind of agree with what some people are saying in CN, and Mr. Pokey did relay this as well. She is not supposed to be an actual main damage dealer in the same vein of, like, Jinsa or Jin. I don't think that's how she's meant to be played, and I don't think that she actually has her correct character counterparts at the moment. So if we look at her kit, let's load her kit. So, her kit is normal attack, which is normal. Her skill, which basically gives her a stack of Forte, and then her Forte skill, which is basically when she does heavy attack, she does a big AoE damage, like a lot AoE damage, which is considered as skill damage, I believe. So, and then Liberation, which is obvious, and then gives you another Forte circuit, which is another heavy damage and slash skill damage as well. I missed my finger, don't worry about it. And then for this, she gets 15% damage reduction, and she gets fusion damage bonus, and she gets also 20% if you, well, 5% for each, what you call it, embrittlement. What? True sight? Nah. But yeah, enflammement, there you go. My brain doesn't work. So, nothing within that kit does do, like, you know, anything supportive. But, what about this one? Why does this exist? Now, in another game that I play, which is another game made by Kuro, is Punching Grey Raven. So the reason why I'm actually comparing to that is every character in that game does damage. The amplifier, the tank, and the attacker. So the attacker is still the main DPS, which is correct, that's fine. But when the attacker runs out of cooldowns, or runs out of ultimate, or whatever, right, the rotation runs out, they're dry. You switch to the tank or the amplifier to do damage, and they still do a considerable amount of damage, not as much as the attacker, but a considerable amount of damage. Now, how is that similar to Changli? So each team in PGR has a different element. So in the case of here, we have fusion, and since she does fusion and liberation damage, she probably would want a character that bases off fusion and liberation damage. Now, what if she had a main DPS character that did either fusion plus heavy attack damage or fusion plus skill damage? What would happen when she has a counterpart like that, and they're also still a main DPS? Well, as you can tell, she will probably be broken. It's a thing that I feel like Kuro wants to go into, a duo DPS setup, and I think that'll be really, really fun, especially in this game, where there's a lot of quick swap stuff. So we kind of already saw that with, like, Calcharo and Yinlin, and I think that's, like, really, really cool. We don't see it with Jinsa, because Jinsa is a basically one burst, switch, do her thing, the other characters do their thing to charge her back up, and then burst again, huge damage, and her skill damage is insane even without her Forte circuit, just to the raw amount of skill damage after she goes into the air, just because that all counts as skill damage. So it's a bit different in terms of, like, how I see Changli. Changli is very weird in terms of she wants another teammate to be with her, to coordinate with her. Unlike Jinsa, she does burst, go out, go in, go out. Changli is like, she does her rotation a little bit, but she might not get her burst, so she should switch to another character and then see if that character can do their burst, and that character might not do their burst, and then go back to Changli and then do her actual full burst, and then do outro, and then outro goes into intro to that second DPS, and then they do their full burst, and then goes back again and again and again. So, which is basically cycling. Yeah, the cycling in this rotation, if Changli gets a character that's kind of like that, would be insane. Would be insane in damage, would be insane in gameplay. It would be so much fun. It'll be so good. That's really it. Yeah, I think this is, like, something that they're trying to cook. I don't know when this other DPS will come out. There's obviously no leaks for it. Obviously, she has other DPSs that can work with her, which is Chixia and Encore. But imagine if they have fusion damage as their outro. It'll be insane. She can actually dish out so much damage And I think those characters just don't fit the archetype that what Changli is trying to go for. Obviously, Encore has her heavy attack, which can switch back into Changli. But again, Changli doesn't get any buffs out of it, which does suck as a main DPS outside of Verena. And if she's played as a sub DPS, well, it's a waste because she doesn't have the output like Yinlin. Yinlin has coordinate attack damage, which is basically the damage when she's not on field. Changli doesn't have that. So I believe that Kuro is trying to do a duo DPS setup, and that duo is not even here yet. Well, the perfect duo for her is not even here yet. She does have a duo, which would be Encore, but that perfect duo is not here yet. So yeah, that's all I really want to say about Changli. Nothing really bad about her character. I think she's super fun, and I will be doing a better review of her later because she is actually awesome. She's really, really cool to play. I think she is feels very PGR-like in terms of like really flashy and everything. So I'll be doing more of a review, not really a guide of her, because I can't be fucked doing a guide. Guides are shit. So I'll be doing a review of the character instead, comparing her to other counterparts of the other games, other counterparts of this game, and yeah. That's all I wanted to say. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you like me, subscribe, I guess, I don't know. And comment down below if you think I'm wrong, or if you think she's supposed to be a sub DPS or main DPS or this weird hybrid duo DPS. I think she's a duo DPS. She has to be. I don't know what else she would be. She doesn't have enough. She's like a jack of all trades, but master of none. That's what she feels like at the moment. She has damage, but she also has this weird supportive thing, but she doesn't have enough supportive skills to buff up a main DPS. And she feels like a main DPS in terms of like how she plays. Fuck knows. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Swah for now.